video, I am going to be showing you guys what I think is the best deck inside of Clash Royale for this year and even next year. Because if you look at the cards, like for example the Rocket, not very many people use the Rocket, so I think that the Rocket will not even get a nerf by next year, and it won't get a nerf for a long time. It may even get a buff. Also, the arrows are not that well used, and the mortar is very seldomly used, and that's the main win condition in this deck. So I think this deck is going to be good for a long time. If you can use it correctly, you can climb a lot of trophies. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it right now. Let's jump into some matches. Here we are in Challenger 1. We are up against Marcus. Now what you need to do in this deck is you need to look at your starting hand. The starting hand is really important. And as you can see, we have oh wow, okay. So we're just going to go ahead and arrow that. But as you can see, the starting hand is very important in your deck, and you're not always going to get a good one. So as you can see, his Inferno Dragon's there, and we're just going to let him do that because we know that we have some really nice counters. Now as you know, this is a cycle deck with the average elixir cost of 2.9, so the goal is to just keep getting mortars down, and the idea is that every time they counter your mortar, they're gonna have to counter it with something different. So as you can see there, the mortar was able to get 2 hits off. Now keep in mind, if you have a high level mortar, that's 300 damage a hit. That is 600 damage. If you get off 2 hits every time, you'll be in good shape. So anyway, Knight goes down. Knight is very important to counter the Dark Prince, the Bandit, the Miner, any thing like that. The Knight is the person that you're going to counter it with. And also keep in mind that we do have a Rocket to shut down Pump, Sparky, anything like that. It does work very nicely. Also, this guy has a Spellbait deck. This deck will lose to Golem, but it will it can really destroy the Hog Rider decks and Spellbait decks like that. So definitely, if you play this deck right, you will win more than you lose, which means that you will climb trophies. Now obviously the Hog Rider is very it's played a lot, as you know. So this deck, it's very good at countering Hog Rider because you can drop the mortar and the Knight and the Ice Spirit and the skeletons. It just has so many nice ways to counter it that it's really nice. Now unfortunately, this guy does have an Ice Golem. Whoa ho ho, there's the Mega Knight. There he is. See, it seemed like he was saving something, and yeah, there it is. We are going to log away that Goblin Barrel, and we really don't need to do anything about the bats, because to be honest, bats really aren't that strong. We are going to drop some archers on top of the Miner, and that will shield 4 hits. Then, yeah, as you can see, this guy is continually dropping his Ice Golem, which, you know what this means? This means that we are going to need to cycle fast, so that way he won't have his Ice Golem for the next time. So as you can see here, he has not cycled back, and he needs to counter with something different, and he doesn't actually have that something different, which means that our mortar is going to get 1 hit off. Now if you keep going like this, you will win the game, I promise you guys. So you just need to yeah, stay like that, and arrow when you need to, and yes, that is it. And he may have already cycled back, but keep in mind that you can also use the Rocket. The Rocket is a great source of damage. I really recommend it. You can rocket, and then you can defend with very cheap cards, and then you can just, rocket again, and that is how you can get 1200 easy damage. So as you can see, this is almost like a decoy, if you want to think of it that way. But yes, there it goes. There goes the arrows. And okay, well, we do need to get our log here, but as you can see, this guy has spent so much time and elixir into everything that he is completely ignoring the mortar, and that is going to be good game. So as you know, you will tie a lot with this deck, but as you can see here, we did just come out with the win, and as long as you get more wins than losses, that's really all that matters. Here we are with another match. This is just going to be like our second and final match here, and we are up against that appears to be Chinese characters, but I'm not sure. So here goes our mortar. Yep, once I see that hog, I already know that it is going to be, oh, okay, this is interesting. Hog Rider with the Elite Barbarians, combination that once used to be seen almost everywhere. But as you can see, the Elite Barbarians didn't actually get any damage off, which is really good. And a really nice technique here that you can do with the log up against the Musketeer and the Wizard. I'll show you if I have the right opportunity to. Yeah, okay. It looks like he is going to drop that. So we're just going to go like that and that. kind of hard to explain what I'm doing because I'm trying to focus at the same time. But I assume he's going to drop his hog rider. And a really unique thing about the mortar. Where's this hog rider? Okay, but anyway, a really unique thing about the mortar is that just because it's within range, the mortar actually can't see anything within like a couple tiles of it. So if the hog rider is super close to the mortar, then the mortar will actually ignore the hog rider and just go straight for the tower, while your skeletons or archers or knight do damage to it. So that's really nice. That's really unique. It's the only building in the game that has that mechanic. Yes, okay, this is a good value log right here. Here we go, and we are going to drop our knight to take out the musketeer. Hopefully the knight, no, he won't. I was hoping that the knight would run over to also do damage, as you can see. But as you can see right here, the mortar is actually going to go right there. And look at this. Bam! It gets one hit off. So not only did it, okay, I was hoping that the hog rider wouldn't get any damage off. But not only did it nearly shield out the hog rider, it also was able to get off 300 damage. And one hog rider hit, it may do about 300 damage. I'm not certain. Here's the rocket. There it goes, and it is going to hit the musketeer, which puts us within one rocket. So we are going to drop our miner here, and at this point we really don't need to drop anything. We could just drop a center mortar. Forgot he had the elite barbarians. Actually, he hadn't played them in quite a while. Here we go. We are going to freeze everybody, which is really exciting. And we'll just drop a mortar there, help clean up the tower, and yeah, that really should be it. He also happens to have an inferno tower, and yeah, pretty sure that is going to be it. With the mortar cannonball going to the tower, we have some yes, the musketeer, and look at that. Everybody should the musketeer should die. Yep, ice spirit plus skeletons is excellent at taking out hog rider, and yeah. Anyway, this is perfect example of how this 2.9 cycle deck destroys the hog rider and the elite barbarians. Also, you can use the rocket on the elite barbarians if you really need to. And yeah, pretty sure that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is, in my opinion, a very underrated deck inside of Clash Royale. And yeah, pretty sure that's it. Hope you enjoy, and we will see you guys in the next episode.